Okay, good evening, guys. You're welcome to meeting for this evening. Tonight, our major focus is going to be business game talk. We're going to talk about business game because business game is starting tomorrow. I've given you a brief introduction on it before. I'm just going to touch it and you ask questions. Now, first, for business game, you are divided into cycles. Cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, cycle 4, cycle 5, 6, 7, and thereabouts. What's the essence of this cycle? Is for grouping. It means that business game plan is a team work. It's a teamwork in the sense that everybody in your cycle, you come together and form a team and will give you tasks to carry out as a team. So this practically means that everybody must be involved in whatever task you are given. Now, in this team, there is always a leader and there is a presenter. The presenter does the job of presentation, and the leader does the job of organization. The leader would organize the group, organize meeting, they bring papers together. So a group can actually have two leaders, depend on how large members of your group are. You come together and do your work and make it a document. I'll give you a mail you submit to, and that mail is mmmnigerianschool38@gmail.com. I'm going to put it in writing. Every cycle submits their work to that mail. And what you do is, when submitting, do not give me a document to download. Downloading anything, send it as a file that you're sending. Normally, when you are sending a mail, as soon as I open, I see your work and read. To download anything, then send it with your, when you are sending, you send with your name and group number. That's the identity I want to see first. That's your cycle number. That's what I mean. In cycle 1 and your name is Kingsley Okoro, you can submit as Kingsley Okoro group 1, or for cycle 1. Kingsley Okoro for cycle 5. Okoro for cycle 6. That's what I want to see as the first title. And it will be written on it, Kingsley Okoro cycle 6 business game. Written because I receive other mails. So as soon as I receive your submission, I start going through your work and prepare for your presentation. And presentation is compulsory. I told you need 100% to graduate from Guidance School. So 99.5% will not see you through. I advise that you are present for all your presentations and you scale through, I promise you. Work as a team, involved. Now, to join a cycle is very simple. As you click on the task, or if you have done that already tonight, you would see get into a cycle. Just click on it and you see yourself. Start relating with yourself, preparing for the plan. What is business game plan about? Business game plan is you are going to tie up to MMM afresh, like it came to Nigeria. Somebody started it in our country. Some set of persons came in to start it. So what you do here is you go to Thailand and you start up MMM. So you are going to, you see the explanations, the questions are there. You read, you understand it, and you answer the questions properly. Task is from 1 to 7. From task 1 to 7. So in the morning, I'll give you the first 2 tasks. As you're working on it in the afternoon, I'll be online. We're still going to have meeting tomorrow, but our meeting is in the evening. In the evening, we'll come together again and talk, and you tell me your challenges, you tell me how far you've gone, any issues with any of your tasks, with your mail, whatever the case may be. We'll see it. But you'll be in meeting in the evening, 8 p.m. Nigeria time. Of course, how far you have gone with business game. Now, you must note, from the presenter, I can decide to pick on any of you to ask you questions. In most cases, we do not ask the presenters questions. First, if you are not in the presentation, there's not. Our presentation is going to be done here. We may take 2, 3, 4 days, as the case may be, but I like you to comply with me. Our presentation is very quick. You just hit the nail on the head, explain it. I just want to be sure that you understand it. You must explain what you understand, talk about it. When I am sure, we can now proceed to questions and answers. If you are good and you have prepared, you can answer my questions because they are very simple. The questions are practically based on what you have done and how much you understand what you have done. That's why I said everybody should be involved. So if I ask you questions, you don't start moping like, I don't understand, I was not there. That would not be good, you know. Please don't leave the work for one person to do. Be involved in your cycle. Do you know business game plan is very interesting? One of the tasks I enjoyed very much while I was in Guidance School was business game plan. I was the presenter in my group and I really enjoyed myself. I wasn't talking out of real knowledge, but I understood. I took business game plan like my personal plan. You know, I got details about it. I did very well. So I could actually talk about it without the materials. It got to that point, you know. So please, so it is very simple. You read the questions, you understand, you can do it well. And also, I always told you that copyrights will not be accepted. Not copy any work and submit to me. You know, couple of students, they think mentors have not gone through this process before. I've gone through guidance school before, even though it was a long time ago. Processes that we understand better than you. A lot of students, I just gave them, I told them about business game like tonight, and the next day morning, that particular group submitted to me, even when I had not given them task. They were not smart enough. And you know the truth? Of different business games, all our documents are online. So if you are submitting something that is the same with what somebody has submitted before, it's clear and we'll see it. And when we see it, it's a failure for the entire group. Please do not, I don't want you to be the reason why everybody in your group will fail. Most times, Students in guided schools don't graduate from school, not because they didn't get any other task right, but most time it's because of business games, some very silent mistakes. I told you I don't want your efforts to be in vain. I want to be happy graduating you out of school. I want to see you smiling out. I want to see you celebrating after the stress and all. I want to see you feeling good that you ever came. I beg you to allow us to take you through the process and make you refined before you leave, so you can be a better person to our society. You can be a better leader to our structure. Please take note of all these things. If any cycle miss their presentation, it is gone for them. Would always inform you for presentation, and every cycle must be around. You present cycle by cycle. So if I say cycle one, I really want to see it to be very orderly. Last students, they were wonderful. When I needed them for business game, they were always on ground. I've never seen a set like that before. They were so organized. Did very well in organization and all that. The Skype group, when you need group one, you see everybody is ready and they are there. That was something I enjoyed about them. I will appreciate if you guys can do same for me in this group. Whenever I call on you, please be available. Be available to do your presentation. I told you the presentation is interesting. We'll discuss. If I see you do not understand anything very well, any task, explain it to you so you understand. The essence of it is for you to learn and know. Peradventure, you have a task like that to accomplish, you will know how to go about it. So I would also entertain questions from you. If you have questions to ask me, maybe concerning business game, I have said that. Then also for your submission, I corrected some students about ideology video. And I said most of times we have students who fail out of guided school just because of ideology video. So I told you that the free screen recorder, that Screencast-O-Matic, is very important for you to learn how to use. There are two major things I want to see in your video. Ideology video is not an audio. You cannot be presenting to me and I am not seeing your face. I said it in the last meeting that I want to see a slide of what you are presenting. In an orderly manner, make you get your screen rolling and you are talking. Your video will be by the side of your slide and it will be showing on the same screen. So while your system is on, you play your slide to run and your camera is facing you while you speak to us. So please, if you have made such mistakes and I corrected you, kindly go back and make correction. Then some of you, you submit empty pages. You submit without link. Some of you, instead of submission, you comment on the submission box like, mentor, I will do my task. I have done my task and nothing is being submitted to me. I made corrections to you and you still have time to fix them up. Try as much as you can to fix them up. Like I told you, and I will always tell you, I check your task on a daily basis. Sometimes I check your tasks 3-4 times in a day. That is why you see that when you make submissions, they don't take me time to mark. So please do your corrections and resubmit if I have corrected for you. And I also want to beg you for something. Students try to be very smart. When you notify them on a correction they should make, they copy the same link and submit it back to you again. I wouldn't take that. It's funny to know, but for every task that I mark and for every other mentors, we open it carefully. That's why I can point out the mistakes to you. We open and read carefully. If you present a video to me, I don't skip it. I watch it from beginning to the end. I really don't mind if it's going to take an hour watching a single video. Time to watch it and go through. I want to be sure that you understand what you are doing. It's not just about the marks. So if you are making mistakes, I can correct it. If you really do not have the proper ideology about the system, I can explain to you. That's the essence of the school. We are here to learn. You didn't come from anywhere with this knowledge. You came so that you can understand it. So while I guide you through, I take my time to study everything you are doing. I can be there to correct your mistakes. Please do not play smart with me. If I ask you to correct a task, do that. Secondly, when you correct a task, always make a comment and notify me that mentor, I have made my corrections. Always notify me. As soon as I see your notification, I'll check again and mark. I keep checking. Sometimes some students don't send notification. We keep opening and checking. But if you send notifications, it will make it easy. I click on your task, I go through it, and if you have done well and you have effected the correction I told you, I will mark for you. The issue we're having is most of your links are not accessible. If you do a work in Google Documents, Google Documents is like Word, but it's an environment where you can actually do a work. Why it's different from MS Word is you can actually say share link and all of that. Then you can make link accessible. When you save, you have a link that you can share. Rather than submitting the entire work, you submit the link and anybody can access your work through the link. So what you do is first you always make your link accessible. Make it open for others to view. If not, you would be the only one that can see it. What I do is, and I advise students, is when you get a link, copy it, paste it somewhere, click on it, and check if it is accessible before you submit it. Be very sure. So you don't keep going spend your time doing other things. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope you can hear me now. Have you gotten my audio back? Kingsley. Okay. So, like I was saying, if I have made corrections to your task, do well to go back. Those corrections are in notes. Go and effect so I can see. I will for the drop your busy you that have this to attend to, you can task you to not when I for using. I'll tell you when you're expecting the other time before till finally, and I expect a good result from you. I hope your business game plan is for today, is for day 5 and 6. Tomorrow to fix up your business game plan. So you really need to give time. Start Sundays off for the school. You do school on Sundays. We only need you Monday to Saturday. Our presentation and every student, every group or cycle would have submitted the email. Presentation. Thank you very much. And if you have anything to say, I want you to ask your question so I can attend to it.
I'm very well.
I'm waiting for you. Welcome.
I have a question. Hello?
I'm listening.
Okay. So we are going to be sharing two groups for the next task, right? So I don't know the sharing is it going to be done tonight or maybe tomorrow?
Sharing is electronic. If you click on day 5 and 6, it will show you get in a cycle. And cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, cycle 4, you will know. You understand?
Right, my dude. Another
You
question.
understand?
Yes, my dude. Most of our, like a few of my, about two or three of my tasks are marked half green. Please, what does that mean?
When did you submit them? Very sincere. I checked 2 times on 2 times. Okay, I started as the 10th year after this. So when did you submit?
When
I really sorry, Casey, I really didn't understand the question. When we will be linking to can you break it down? What link? I'm giving you a task, not a link. You see it written to you. read and answer the questions on your own and submit to me. Then- Oh, last question. When did you submit your task? Audios are bad. If you know you are the one and your mic is not muted, mute it or I kick you out of this meeting. The lady is making calls on the background and it's not proper. Because promise your mic, Bensi. Okay, I think I should send you out.
My mic is muted.
I think you should leave. Promise you should leave too. Where we had the noise was promise. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Any other question? Any other question?
No, no, I'm sorry to bring you back. When you were making the correction to what I asked, I wasn't really hearing you because of the noise in the background.
You are not hearing me.
Yes, ma'am.
Firstly, did you jot down the things I said about the correction of? Please write to me. Let me see. Did you jot them down? Yes or no? About the task. When I was talking about some students submitting link without access, some working instead of a link, some submitting work that are not well organized, some submitting task and view, some submitting links that are not they are untitled and they when you open you see it's empty. Did you take note of those things? I'm waiting for Kingsley to respond to me. All right, Godfrey, I'm sure you heard some things I said now about the kind of tax some people submit, corrections. Okay, he said, Kingsley said he took note of them. So after the meeting tonight and tomorrow, we're going to drop update for this meeting in the Skype group and in the school website so that everyone can go through it and understand all I was saying here. So are we good with that, Godfrey? With my explanations and everything you read, I'll see your document first, Kingsley. After reading, then everyone can see it. I'll tell you how to send it to me. All right, I'm going to end this meeting now and we'll continue. Those of you that have corrections, please go back and make your corrections. Have a nice evening. See you tomorrow at 7. I plead with every one of you to be online so we can quickly start our business game and finish on time. Have a beautiful night rest. Good night. Kingsley, thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate. Hope you are in Skype. Are you in the Skype class? Is thank you. Why are you not in Skype, Kingsley? How come you are not in Skype? Okay, I'm going to link that so anyone can you can log in now. No problem by tomorrow. Try as much as you can to be there, because if you are not, you can't do business game properly. Night rest and good night.